She said, this is what I had, this is what I think it means, what do you think? And she's doing great. So when you can get the keys and the symbols, dream interpretation, it takes the mystery out of it and it begins to be simplified. But it does take time to search the matter out because it is a picture language. This one has, volume 3 is a great symbol, so there's 6 different volumes. The other one of the ones by bestseller is called Dream Sexology. When I was at a different church, I asked my pastor there, I said, should I do this product? And he said, absolutely not. You're a single woman, you should not do this. And so then I came to Chuck Pierce. He's my covering, he's on my board of directors, and we were transitioning back and forth to the church here before we made a full-time move. And I said, Chuck, what do you think about me writing the book on dream sexology? And he said, absolutely. He said the church needs to start setting the demarcation line. We need to start defining things so that the world can begin to line up with righteousness. So another reason I wrote this book was because I would never get breaks at dream seminars because it has symbols in there, you know, of going to toilets or taking showers and baths or different body parts. And so no one would share those in a mixed audience. And so I'd be in the restroom trying to take a break and they'd come in and say, Barbie, we know that's you, we recognize your shoes. And I don't know how they could recognize these shoes. But they would find me, and so I thought I've got to get a product out there that helps people. And if you don't want to buy it off our resource table, get it off our website. It'll come to you in a brown paper bag. No one will ever know that you have it. But once you tell someone you do, you're going to get lots of phone calls to interpret their dreams. All right, and then another one is, when will my dreams come true? We're going to be teaching some out of this one because it has the different things about how to write your vision down, how to make it plain. And so I've supplied you with a ton of different resources. And this one I'm going to be teaching out of chapter 3 on dream encounters, seeing your destiny from God's perspective. And the other one is Gateway to the Seer Realm. We're 4 years into a 10-year cycle of the seer. And that's why I'm so excited that Chuck is providing an opportunity for you to come into the ability to understand what your dreams, your visions, and entering into the seer realm. How many of you, when worship was going on and Chuck was prophesying, moved into vision realm and began to see what was happening in the realm of the spirit? That's
Only Believe, with author and speaker Barbie Breathitt. Hear powerful encounters with the Holy Spirit. Understand mysterious dreams and visions. Join Barbie today as she relates her supernatural experiences in the realms of the Spirit. The Spirit realm is close to those who only believe.
part of dream interpretation. It's not just something you can lay hands on somebody and zap, now you're a dream interpreter. There's part of having to learn a new language that God has, and His language is symbolic. And so one of the things that Breath of the Spirit has done is created a bunch of resources for you that simplify dream interpretation by listing the possibilities of the positive meanings and the negative meanings of a dream. Symbols change determining by the person who has the dream. Every one of you has your own individual dream language and vocabulary. So it would be impossible for us to include everybody in the world's dream vocabulary, but what we've done is compile a good selection of things that I have seen different symbols meaning over the last 25, 38 years, however long I've been interpreting, because I was a child prodigy. I started very young doing this, so I'm not as old as it sounds like I would be, having done at 25 years. But there are 6 different volumes of dream symbols that we've put together, and I recommend you start building your library. We've categorized them in animals and peoples, vehicles, flowers, food. We've just come out with a new one, called Sports and Recreational Symbols, because we want to do stuff for the men. I did a conference out in Colorado, and they said, Barbie, your stuff's great, but he said, I wouldn't pick this up. It's too colorful. You need to design things for men. So I've done it with baseball bats, footballs, soccer balls, so that we have a man product now. It should be coming out in about a week or two. So, but this one is like action symbols. The only thing in here is just actions, because you're going to find a lot of different symbols in your dreams. I just had a girlfriend out in Phoenix, bought all my material. She was calling me for me to interpret her dreams. And once she got my materials, she goes through them after she has a dream. She looks at what the symbol means. She picks out the meaning of it. She puts it together, and then she just calls me to confirm it. Much better than it was last week, just by him prophesying and setting an atmosphere. So I've always said that if you share your dreams with me, I can tell you your giftings, your callings, who you were, your purpose, your destiny, but more importantly, who you are and who God has created you to become. All of that is involved in your dream, and a lot of times people don't understand what their purpose in life is, or their destiny, or what are my gifts. Those things are all put within the dreams of the night that you have. And is James still here? Because I wanted to run a video real quick in honor of James, the Superman dream that he had last week. We made a video, and the lady came up and shot some video for us, and she said, I need a dream. And I said, well, I've got the perfect one, because I pulled my mom in on it as an actress. And she said, Barbie, I can't act. I can't remember dreams. I said, you heard James's dream. It was great. It was simple. It was easy. It was awesome. You're going to do that one. You know, she used to tell me what to do, and then roles reverse. So I think Ben's pulling it up. And we'll run that little clip for you. It's about a 5-minute video, because we've been going out on the streets interpreting dreams. We went down to the Fort Worth Zoo, and we shot some footage with animals and dream symbols, what different symbols meant, standing in front of the tiger, the lion, the bear, the gorilla, all those type of things. And we're going to start doing a little series on YouTube called Dream Interpreter. So, and she said, why don't we name it the Traveling Dream Interpreter? I said, that sounds good to me, because then we can go all over the world. I think Rome would be good, Italy, Tuscany, so we'll start going all over the world and interpreting dreams in the different places. Are you ready, Ben?
In life, we get on the right track, and we stay on that track for a while, but every time in our life, there are different seasons. And at some point in our life, we're going to come to a crossroads. And that crossroads represents a huge decision that we have to make. Do I take the one track, or do I take the other? Do I take the broad path, or do I take the narrow path? Do I take the way that's less traveled, or do I take the easy way out? We have to make those wisdom decisions. Which way is destiny going to lead me? The decisions we make today determine our future for tomorrow and the life that we'll live, and it impacts everyone that's in our sphere of influence. When your dreams come, they help you make those destiny decisions, choosing the right path or the wrong path. Which way is God leading you? The Bible tells us to be led forth by peace. Let peace lead us. So tell me your name.
Montana.
Montana, I'm Barbie. Nice to meet you. Tell me your dream.
I pretty much just woke up, in the dream. I woke
Okay.
up, went to school, and one of my friends that's nowhere near big and buff came to school, and he was really big and buff. And everybody, it seemed really weird to me, but everybody in my friend group, nobody really paid attention to it. And it kind of just threw me off, and then before I knew it, I was waking up. That's about it.
Okay, school is a place of learning where things are added to you. And you had viewed your friend in one way. You saw him as a little slight guy. Maybe he didn't feel as if he was an equal peer to you. because you're a pretty macho guy. You've got a lot of muscle, you've got a lot of bulk, and so you're really a strong type person. When maybe he was stronger in maybe the intellectual department, because God put the dream in a setting of a school. So God wanted you to see your friend through a different eyes, so that he showed you, hey, this guy's like you, just different, and so that it could bring more of a joining together and a real friendship for you with him.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Kind of true.
I wonder what this is. What in the world could this be? What? Whoa, what's this up here? What's going on? What? Ma'am, are you all right? My goodness, what's the matter?
I had a dream this morning and I need an interpretation. I need to know what it said to me.
Oh, well, goodness me. Well, I'll help you. Tell me your dream.
Do you mind if I sit down?
Go ahead, make yourself comfortable.
This may take a while. I have to rest for this. So
Okay.
This morning I woke up and I was dreaming that I was Superman and I'd lost all my energy and things just weren't right. And I raised up my hand to the sun, and I just need to know what that means. Why was I losing my energy?
Well, that's a great dream. Superman had supernatural powers, and Superman was energized by the sun. You came to a place of rest where you were able to lay everything down, and your whole dependence was left upon the sun, where you raised your hands in surrender and told him, I need your help. I need you to empower me. No longer am I going to do things the way I've always done them in my own strength, but the Son of God is going to begin to shine down upon you, restore you into the where your youth will be renewed like that of the eagles, and you're going to be able to soar like Superman. Sin is like a kryptonite to us. You laid down in surrender and in humility, called upon the Son to strengthen you, to restore you. And I can just see you, even though you're in the older years of your life, God says that the best is yet to come. And you're getting ready to run with the horsemen. And it's going to be like Superman, able to jump over buildings with a single bound, because you're going to be empowered to do the greater works and the miracles that God has called you to do in your last days. So, lady, don't give up. You're getting ready to be refired and be a super doer of the works of God, doing the greater works, just like Superman. And sin's not going to hold you down. The ways of the world and Egypt aren't going to hold you down, but you're going to be able to move forward now in a new way, in a new dimension, and soar just like Superman. I am so glad that you stopped me, because that was an important dream. But you know, next time, there's a website called www.myonar